'tis the season to be cozy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. We are officially in the fall season and I am so excited. Bring on the pumpkin spice everything, the endless pumpkins, candles, and hello, all the fun fall makeup looks. This is actually my first makeup tutorial for the season and I am just so excited. It's been a while since I've done a makeup tutorial on my channel, so I know you guys are gonna be excited about this one. And that's not all. This week, actually, I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday. I'm gonna be 30 this week and I can't believe it. So let's kick things off with a really quick, easy fall makeup tutorial. I wanted to create this look just to get you guys excited for the season. It's nothing too dramatic, but it's definitely more warm and cozy than, say, my typical go-to everyday look. Let's do this. It's been a while since I've said that. This has been my makeup bag. This is pretty much all I've had to work with. So this tutorial is going to be hopefully as spicy as I can make it. Since we've been in Texas for the summer and now into the fall season, we are in the process of still finding our home. We're not too worried about it, to be honest with you, since the holidays are coming up and we were gonna plan to come back to Texas anyway. We've kind of just been taking that process a little slower than we anticipated, but that's okay. Plus, we're getting ready to go on a really fun and exciting month-long trip to Europe, so I'm really just trying to soak up this season as much as I can and just take it easy. I cannot believe that I'm gonna be turning 30. I can't believe it. You know when you're younger, like 15, 16, and you're like, oh my gosh, 30 is so old? It's so funny once you're close and you're actually there and you're about to reach 30 and you're like, you know what? I don't feel as old as I should. Oh, I'm actually really excited for my 30s, you know? I feel like my 20s were definitely the years of kind of figuring myself out, also seeking validation from like either people or things or even the internet. And so going into my 30s, I'm just excited that I finally have found just validation in myself. I'm just confident in who I am. And it took all throughout my 20s, I feel like, to really get to this place. So I'm actually excited for my 30s. And I don't know why a lot of people do get a little like, oh my God, I'm 30. I don't want to say it publicly. Like, come on now. It's like age is really a beautiful thing, and I think society has created standards around it and showing like, oh well, the older you get, the more you want to reverse back time with all these like anti-aging products and stuff, which is great. It's great that we have technology like that, but at the same time we shouldn't look at age as a negative thing. So that's my goal. As I'm getting older, I just want to be able to embrace the year as it comes, and so I'm excited for my 30s, hoping to have all my kids in my 30s. That's my goal, but we'll talk more about it as I get into this tutorial. I switched up my color corrector. Right now I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury. It's like a peachy color, it's creamy. This is the shade medium. This is her corrector. I just love Charlotte Tilbury's products. They're definitely not cheap, but it's one of those brands that's like, if you're gonna invest in a product, in a brand, invest in this one. I'm actually going to use one of her eyeshadow palettes today in compliments of another eyeshadow palette, but it just always, I don't know, it just really is going, you're going to see. You'll see, it's going to spice up the look at the very end. So one of the most important things that I forgot to mention is obviously prepping your skin. You know, when it comes to primers, primer really is just another word for prep. And if you're doing your skincare routine right before you apply your makeup, you're working with a clean, washed face, got your moisturizer on, that essentially is your primer. So you don't necessarily need to invest in an actual separate primer if you feel like you're getting the results you want from your moisturizer. So correctors are optional for any beginners watching this who are wondering, well, why did you just do that? Correctors are optional. So if you're somebody who tends to have a little bit of discoloration in certain parts of your face, certain areas like underneath the eyes, maybe around the nose, which is my case. In my case, a corrector is what's going to ultimately help cancel out that color and give you more of like an even, balanced color all throughout before you apply your foundation and concealer. I'm going to be using the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear. I'm going to just apply a little bit since it's liquid right there. I'm actually going to mix it with a little bit of Pat McGrath Skin Fetish. This is the shade medium 17, and then the Smashbox one was the shade 2.22. I'm just adding a little dot like that. We're working with natural lighting, so bear with me. I think a cloud just came through. I recently got my makeup done by Sazan, Beyonce's makeup artist. Anyone see that video on my channel? Well, when he was doing my makeup, he said that every girl needs at least 2 foundations just so that you can mix the two. There really isn't such thing as a perfect foundation shade, and if it is perfect, well, maybe it is right now for the season, but come summertime, you may need to go a little darker and vice versa. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care for summer. Is that bad? I think our favorite seasons are honestly tied to nostalgia and growing up, right? For me, summertime in Texas was always so hot and we wouldn't really do much. We spent a lot of time indoors as a kid during the summertime, but then when the fall came around, I just remembered, obviously it was my birthday season, and I was just always so excited for the fall. I felt like during elementary school, there was always like the coziest little class parties, and then you would wear little sweaters and layer, and I loved that. And the weather would cool, so that meant more time outside. I look really pale right now, but that's okay. This camera makes me look that way. For my concealer, I'm going to be using Tarte Medium. This product a little bit goes a long way, so. Why is it called Dirty 30? Why is it gotta be dirty? I just wanna know. Why can't it be clean? Why can't it be clean 30? Because that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling cleaner than ever going into my 30s. We're gonna set this bad boy with my fan brush and my Secret Brightening Powder from Mercier. I just love this powder. It will go with me into every season. I want to know, who are some of your favorite accounts to follow on YouTube? Tell me. I wonder if I know any of them. I'm going to be reading them below to get inspired and to do maybe potential collabs with. So if I know that you guys are big fans of certain accounts, then who knows? Maybe I will work my charm and do a fun video with some of those accounts. Okay, guys, so I changed up my translucent powder, and lately I'm loving it. Charlotte Tilbury, okay? This is another product. This is her Airbrush Finish Flawless. Can't talk. This is her Airbrush Flawless Finish in the shade 2 Medium. And I like it. It's more of a pressed powder, but once you put a brush on it, it kind of loosens up. I love it. I'm going to be using this teeny little Fenty bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie. I kind of just do a rough contour. I'm going to still do what I normally do. I haven't really been into like straight up contour anymore. I feel like that's not my vibe anymore. But I try to make it look, I don't know, as natural as possible. You guys will not believe what I did today. In classic Sazan fashion, I was cleaning up my mother-in-law's kitchen. I am so fast, like everything. And then I opened up one of the cabinets to put the plates in there, and it was open. And so I bent down to grab one of Teeny's toys off the floor, and I got up so fast, I like hit my head at the corner of that cabinet, you know, the pointy part. Oh my gosh. It was one of those moments where it's like, I was instantly about to cry. Like, that's how bad it hurt. And I have a high pain tolerance. Oh, it hurts. Mama Teeny. This is Shady Biz, and I just use this to kind of like soften up the contour a little bit. My brows, I'm going to be using the Brow Architect pencil from Tarte. Oh, Teeny just entered the building. Hey, I'm going to need that. Someone is stealing. Hey!
Yeah.
Are you hiding everything?
Yeah. Hey!
For my illuminator, I'm going to be using this new one I got from Mercier in the shade Inspiration. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's just like a rose gold, cozy, and I think that's going to just complement the copper eyes just really nicely versus just going super gold. It's like a rosy highlighter. If you ever go a little crazy with highlighter, by the way, or illuminator, I should say, if you ever go crazy with it, you just grab a fan brush and just soften it. No one's perfect. We all sometimes have a heavy hand. So for my blush, I'm just going to use my go-to. You guys know what it is. Don't make me say it. It's my NARS Dolce Vita. This shade is just the all year round shade. I just love it. I just love blush. I always go too crazy with the blush, and then I have to end up softening it a little. Before I even get into the eyes, I'm going to go in with one of these bad boys. I used to have a fear of these. Like, anything super close to the eye is like a little too close for comfort. That lighting is seriously trolling me, but guys, we're just gonna have to work with it. I'm sorry. For my eyes, I'm gonna be using back and forth between my Charlotte Tilbury Dolce Vita palette, and then I got this eyeshadow palette from Merzy. Never even heard of them, but they sent it. When I saw the colors, I was like, yes, this is my vibe right here. These colors are so gorgeous. I love that we've got a mixture of like matte as well as a couple of shimmery ones in there, so we can really just like play it up. So right now we've got a nice like rosy, almost like rose gold cheeks, very fall. For the eyes, I want to keep it really simple, but at the same time, I want to look wow, like I want to look like fall. So I'm gonna start out with this shade right here. It is like a matte brown shade, almost like a hot cocoa color. And I'm just going to generously apply it all over my lid and really work it into the crease too. So as you can see, it's in there. I haven't blended yet. I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom. I'm going to go back in and just soften it up around the edges. Just bring it out and about. Just gonna soften it up. With that same crease brush, I'm gonna go in with the color that's just right next to it. It's a little bit darker. I'm just gonna add this to the end corners of my eyes. This is probably the easiest way to hack a smoky eye without using too many products and too many colors, is just smoke out the end like that. And you can blend it out as far as you need to. I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Dolce Vita palette. I just love this so much. That bottom left corner, this is the quickest way to liven up an eye and make it look like fall. I actually used this on my wedding day too. This palette has not disappointed me since. I just love shimmer. This is the Maybelline Curvitude Liner. Whew. I always break it up in steps. Start simple, and then I think it's because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to my cat eye. Like, I just do not want it to look super thick, you know? Tap, 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 making it skinnier as it reaches closer to your Cupid's bow. And you can always extend it and go back. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get. So, going with my Buxom, this has not disappointed me. This is a new one. I've just been restocking up on this one because it's so good. It would really suck if I came this far with the cat eye and then I put on a mascara and it makes my eyelashes clumpy. I hate that. I hate when that happens. My mother-in-law's dog has literally been staring at me this entire tutorial. Presley, did you just learn how to do makeup? Are you learning a thing or two about makeup? Oh gosh, here she comes. Why did I start talking? And let's see how this looks. I hope this is more like a warm. That doesn't look warm. I'm changing it. That ain't right either. No! This is in the shade Vibe. It's the Laura Mercier Allure Extreme Matte Lipsticks. Yes, that's more my vibe. It's definitely a warm pink, if that counts. There we go. I guess this is more of like a easy, quick summer to fall transition look. I still don't feel like too vamp and too dark. For me, this has to also be practical, right? With my lifestyle. I'm not necessarily going to rock a super dark brown lip here in Texas on a day-to-day basis. All right, well, this was my first tutorial back on my channel. Yay! Well, there you go. I'm so glad that I was able to do a makeup tutorial. It's been so long. Hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you did, feel free to comment below. Let me know what your favorite part of this video was and also what videos you want to see next on my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, mwah, mwah. The next time you see me, I'm gonna be 30. Ooh! Can everyone see your hair?
Hi, people.
You always call them people. Say hi, friends.
Hi, friends.
Say, I talk now.
I talk now.
Can you sing happy birthday to me, Teeny, since it's my birthday?
Happy birthday.
Say
Happy birthday, Mama.
Aww.